Hi everybody. Today we're going to look at multiplying two fractions together. Now if we look at the box at the top of the screen, we can see the rule that we use to multiply fractions. So A over B, that represents any fraction, could be 1/3, 2/3, 3/4, whatever you want, multiplied by a different fraction which I'm going to call C divided by D. Now, how do we multiply two fractions together? This is the key thing. We multiply the two top numbers, A and C, together to give us the value AC. And then we multiply the two bottom numbers, B and D, together to give us the answer BD. So let's look at some examples of how that works. If I was to multiply 1/4 by 2/3, and again, let's apply the rule. So the two top numbers here are 1 and 2. So I'm going to multiply those two together. I get 1 times 2, which is 2, divided by, and my two bottom numbers are 4 and 3. And I'm going to multiply those two together, 4 times 3, to give me the answer 12. So I get 2 divided by 12. Now, I can rewrite this fraction in an easier way, which is called reducing a fraction. And what I do is I look for a number that divides into both 2 and 12. So if I look at my numerator, which is the top number 2, and my denominator, I want to divide both the numerator and the denominator by a number which divides into both 2 and 12, which is 2. So if I divide 2 by 2, I get 1. And if I divide 12 by 2, I get 6. So my final answer here would be 1/6. Now if you look at a second example, let's say I multiply 2/5 by 3/4. And again, let's apply the rule again. The two numerators are 2 and 3, so I multiply those two together to get 6, and my two denominators are 5 and 4, so I multiply those two numbers together to get 20. So I get the answer 6 over 20, and again I can reduce this fraction. If I can find a number that divides into both 6 and 20, I can reduce this fraction. Now the highest number that we can think of that divides into both 6 and 20 is 2. So if I divide 6 by 2, I get 3. And if I divide 20 by 2, I get 10. So my answer would be 3 over 10. So to recap, to multiply two fractions together, we multiply the two numerators, A and C, to get the answer AC, and we multiply the two denominators together, B and D, to get the answer BD. And AC is the numerator of our answer, BD is the denominator of our answer.